Chilling in the building. How you wanna do this? This is how we like to do it, so they got a million. How they wanna ask about it, so we in the building. We just like to do it, so we do it when they kneeling. And they wanna do it, so they know you have the feeling. Now they wanna do it when you know I'm in the building. Get it so they making and they do it when they feeling. Join audio.
Hey, there's Emmanuel.
Yes, I finally got Zoom to work.
Wait, we can hear you, man.
Hello, you look so happy.
Hello?
Okay, let's go back to the other room.
Los Angeles. Wait, Mom, I didn't finish the test. I can't hear the TV. It's not loud enough.
Oh, the TV's not loud enough.
Yeah.
You want it to be louder?
Yeah.
Okay. So put it
Okay,
back.
because we couldn't hear you. We want you to write it in the chat if you don't get a response from us.
I did write in the chat. I said I can't hear the TV.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah, just to see what volume would actually work and to see if it's actually a pleasant volume for you guys.
The humidity in Miami in the fourth quarter, 29 at 19. Can she hear it though?
I can hear it now, yes.
What number is that at?
Can you hear it now?
What if we just put you real even closer?
Can you hear that?
It's I mean, I guess I could turn my thing too.
Did you turn up your phone all the way?
Yeah, I turned it up all the way, but it's like the audio from the TV is kind of choppy. And I think
How about now? Still clear?
It's choppy.
I feel like 11 is the best, and it's better when you guys aren't talking.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, we'll go to 11 one more time and we'll be quiet.
Okay.
So is that good?
Maybe we should use the phone the whole time.
Yeah, I can hear that.
We should try to FaceTime you like with the phone instead. Maybe it's just a laptop. The audio on this laptop is jacked up. It says to see.
True.
Watching TV at 11.
I'll watch that.
Is if we can actually get it on.
Oh, you're not gonna watch it, Curious, at 10 a.m.?
No, I think it's at volume 11.
I have to give her my earplugs.
Well, yeah, you all have to wear earplugs.
Yeah, I have earplugs. Hi, Emmanuel. Stretching you, please, instead of stretching.
All right, the whole gang's here now. We're 5 deep once again.
You want to see my birthday cake?
This is a very colorful outfit situation. Everybody really vibrant colors. Great. Exactly. 4 out of 5. Yeah. There's a match. Good job, dog.
How you doing, Emmanuel?
I'm doing good.
Hey, I
How are
was at that spot last week. That looks like the same place I was at.
So this is my birthday cake.
Wow, what is it?
What is it?
Well, it has flowers on top.
Edible flowers, and it looks like chocolate underneath.
You don't eat the flowers, but yeah. And you can't see it, but underneath the chocolate, it's green. So, yeah, and I'll tell you why.
All right, we're all ears.
She's wearing her Kenya outfit. Kenya, I can't remember what the name of the cloth is called. The cloth that she's
The
wearing.
conga. It's a mint chocolate cashew cheesecake.
Oh,
Wow.
And it has a chocolate almond flour brownie crust. And then on top, it has a peanut butter almond Nutella. And the cheesecake also has spirulina and chlorella.
did somebody make that or did you buy it?
Well, I bought it from someone.
Oh, okay. What do they charge for those type of pies? Cheesecakes.
$40.
Woo! Well,
Spirulina and cheesecake.
Specialty item.
I heard that.
Wow.
Well, 29. Any impressions being your last year in this decade?
Oh, I'm so glad to be entering my 30s.
Really?
Of course.
Please elaborate.
Yes. I believe life can just keep getting better. Years ago, I saw a post and they said, your 30s are like your 20s, but with money. And I like that. To me, that means more, adventures and continuing to have, more of the freedoms that I have in life. I don't have any, kids or anything yet. Plus, I've done a lot of my due diligence and learning a lot of skills, and now it's really all right, let's go ahead and receive from all these skills and share them with the world.
See.
So I just see myself traveling, but getting paid to travel. Building houses and getting paid to build houses. I started out as a volunteer. And sharing my healing practices with people rather than just doing them at home with myself. And every year I become wiser. So it's good. And in your 20s, you really don't know anything.
You're still 20. You're 29 now.
I know that.
You're
even yesterday, I was just like, wow, there's so much I do not know or understand just about life and living. So, I'm excited to just learn more and be here for longer on Earth.
So you mentioned that you were going to be traveling and getting paid for it. Are you going to have a travel blog?
I don't know. I think my Instagram is just my... will I have a blog other than Instagram? I don't know. But will my travels be on Instagram? Yeah, because I expect I'll be paid to host retreats, to facilitate at conferences, to build things for people. So...
Well, today is Curtis Caden's birthday. He's 59 today. Curtis Cadence. Michaela's dad.
I didn't hear what you said. You know what else? I also have this in my ear, so maybe 10 would work on TV.
So why do you have that in your ear right now?
Because I had that ear infection a couple weeks ago, and then ever since, there's just been certain moments where my ear starts to hurt a little bit. So I don't know that the it's fully gone. So my friend gave me some rue, which is a plant, and you can treat it with some rubbing alcohol and put it in your ear, and it's supposed to help
I see.
the ear heal itself. I still have the antibiotics too.
You did take antibiotics.
The drops. Not the oral.
And you have any pollen?
No.
That's really good for you.
Oh. I didn't know that. Do you drink it or you put it in your ear?
You put it, there's drops. You put it in
Okay, I'll go see if they have more at the store.
your ear. LilYachty.
Oh yeah, I know what it is. I just didn't know it also helps with ears.
So what are you doing for your birthday?
Well, I'm having a dinner with some of my friends at a restaurant.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. It's in Punta Uva, which is a couple towns south of where I live. And it's a restaurant. I don't know if he was one of the founding families, but he's definitely been here for a really long time. I don't know him, but his name is Selman. And he says when he was here and was younger, he's like an elder now. when he was younger, the fish was so abundant you could just walk in the ocean and grab them. Now you can still see some fish, but it was just like fish everywhere. And he said when people had a horse that was dying, they would lead it out to the ocean and leave it in the ocean, and then sharks would jump up and eat the horse.
Wow.
Okay.
You get pleasure out of it.
I don't know why you're shaking your head, Mom. It's a circle of life. But I'm just like, wow, that's what Earth was doing? Like,
So that means there were sharks in the water. So how did the people avoid the sharks?
I have no idea, but people here were surfing. There were no roads, so they were taking a boat to town. It was a very fish
Orient.
ocean culture, and what happened was the United Fruit Company poisoned everything, and then a lot of this stuff died. And now, the poison's not there anymore, but it hasn't returned to the abundance that it once was. And that happened in the 90s. That's just stuff I've never seen before. You just like go to the ocean and just fish everywhere, and you can just have your meal with no effort. And yeah, the sharks would come and eat the horse. I don't know how fast, but that would happen. But yeah. Yeah, but there was an exhibit about like Old Harbor when it was first founded, and that was on one of the. They had like different pictures and stuff and stories, and that was one of them. And I thought it was really cool. And that's what we're going for my birthday. I'm renting a car tomorrow for the week, so I'm just gonna go explore, get some stuff around the house, go places I haven't been yet. And then yesterday I went to my friend's new moon circle, which was really fun. Then we had a bootleg movie night where we watched The Woman King bootleg.
Was that last night?
Yeah, that was last night.
We saw The Woman King last night too.
Oh, nice. What'd you think?
Not me, I wasn't there.
Yeah, what did you think about The Woman King?
Okay, well, first of all, it's going to be a much better experience not bootleg. In HD will be great. We had commercials for a casino.
Yeah, well,
Slotslights.com. There were commercials just at random moments. It like happened like 3 times in the movie in major transitions, and it would just cut to this guy like putting phrases in a blender. Or sometimes they would just like have this big filter for this casino on the screen. Things like that. It was like we had severe tech issues at first, and then eventually they fixed the sound, and we like rewatched some scenes, and we were like, oh yeah, we missed everything. Because
wow.
we couldn't hear it properly. So we had to fix the color, we had to fix the sound. It was a lot of effort, okay? So I will say that. The movie, I thought the plot took it in an unexpected direction. I thought it was just going to be like about war or something. I didn't really know what it was about. So I appreciated that the plot line was more in depth than that. I thought the performances were really good, and it was like honestly kind of it's so jarring to see imagery of West Africa in a mainstream movie. It was kind of like, whoa, like what is really happening here? Like I didn't grow up watching movies about West Africa. So just like really interesting to just observe all of the environment and the way the houses were built, the way people were dressed. I loved the clothes so much. I thought the violence was very graphic. You know, at the end of the day, this is a movie about people killing people. And like the scene when they're like learning how to behead somebody, and I was like, oh God, how much strength do you have to slice somebody through someone's bones in one hit? And I was like, God, I can't imagine being a teenager and learning how to be a mercenary by hands. Like, this is intense. And then it's like, wow, but this is how life has always happened. Like, this earth existed about. Like,
Yeah, I'm not watching that. Nope.
Oh, you know that you're not into war.
We gonna pass on that one.
It's like the Black Panther.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's get.
but that's the thing, though. It's like, and I was thinking about it because I've actually been watching the Marvel movies lately. My friend recommended Doctor Strange because he like learns how to use energy to open portals and all this stuff. And I was like, wait, what? They got this in Marvel?
Yeah.
And then, you know, the other character, Wanda, she was very good, and she's one of the Olsen twins' younger sisters. So that was also kind of crazy to see. Like, whoa. I grew up watching the Olsen twins, and now this other sister is here, and she's really talented. So then I wanted to see all the ones she was in. And then I started, you know, actually getting the storyline together, and I was like, okay, let me just start from the beginning and just make my way through the Marvel movies. And they're entertaining. They're good. But Marvel, it's similar, right? Where it's like they're just like killing a bunch of people or aliens or robots or whatever. The way they show it, though, kind of makes you forget that in a way. There's more distance. There's more. The way the music is different, and then you don't really see that much blood. And I also close my eyes in graphic. Like, I really don't like to see graphic depictions. It's very hard on the eyes.
Yeah, I skip those.
I close my eyes.
Yeah, I can't really make it through that. So, and then they do so much comedy. They do so much comedy in Marvel, and it's obviously like the military edits the scripts for most mainstream movies, almost all of them actually, because they want to show the military in a favorable light so that people in the back of their minds continue paying their taxes and supporting the army and like all of our forces. So I'm aware of that, and it's definitely more lighthearted with the Marvel. I actually thought the most graphic one was the second Doctor Strange. And the way, did you see that one, Garrison? Any man? The way that witch was killing people with no remorse. I was like, yo, she really flipped. The Darkhold really took her soul and made her do cruel things, and they really showed the cruelty.
Oh.
But in the Woman King, it's more just like, nah, like, these are real soldiers, and we're like gonna respect them as soldiers, and this movie is not a comedy, although there were some comic moments. It was more like, we're gonna acknowledge and respect women warriors and the legacy that they have. I liked the plot line that they had. I was surprised by like the final battle scene, what that was. I was like, wow, we're to this point where this is a battle scene on a mainstream movie. And
they won.
And they won, yeah. So that was really, like, you know, it's still really powerful imagery. And then as much as I want to be like, oh my gosh, let's just all be in peace, like, why do we have war still? It's like, there's still wars happening today. So it's not like we can just, like, not know what a war means and pretend like it's not happening.
You know, one of the things that kind of jumped out at me is, first of all, it was shot in South Africa. The movie was actually shot, even though we stayed for the credits. We thought that maybe they had shot it in Ghana, but it was actually South Africa. And I did learn also that the young lady that turned out to be the daughter, you know, they had casted.
Wow.
What?
I was doing my best not to say the plot, but you just said it. Rose. Hello?
It surprised me.
Oh, I didn't realize.
No, she's, the actress, she's actually 31 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 31, and that really surprised me.
Nawi?
Yeah, Nawi is 31 years old in real life. So, but they casted her as a 19-year-old. So I thought she was even. Like there was one comment in there that said, "You're 19 years. You look about 14." Somebody said you look about 14 in the movie. And then I did a little research when I got home last night.
Yeah, me too.
Found out that first of all, that group. That was the inspiration for the women warriors in the Black Panther. That's where it came from. But they're the only female fighting force. That's the only nation that ever did that. And it was over a period of 200 years.
Yeah.
So that's very, very unique to have a fighting force that fierce, that known. The Europeans actually referred to them as the Amazons of that one.
They said that.
Yeah. They were known and feared because they just didn't go for it. So I liked all of that about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw too online it said that they did recruit. It was usually ages 8 to 14 when you join.
Did you find out how long the training was once they did put somebody in? How long did it take before they were able to go to that final test in order to be able to? I haven't been able to find that. The other thing I mentioned too, Nawi.
Yeah.
In real life, when they looked at the women that fought for Dahomey, the very last one that died, her name was Nawi.
Hmm.
So that name was in the movie for a reason, to recognize the last one, the last living Dahomey, a warrior.
Wow.
Her name was Nawi. So that was kind of it too. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, and I mean, historically, they were not questioning their role in slavery. They were very much a part of it and known for capturing and hunting people to sell. And that's how they became wealthy, which is, it's like, obviously we can judge that, and then also that's still true of the United States. Like, probably true of all the countries that are wealthy. So
Yeah.
slavery.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Well, they said that before the European trade happened, what would happen to most of the subjects is they just would be killed. If there was a battle between two different tribes, the captured folks were either, in some cases, placed in slavery by the conquering tribe, but most of the people were actually just killed. So they weren't really big on having prisoners.
Yeah.
So then when this opportunity came up, if you want to call it that, you can make the case from their perspective. They were actually, it was the lesson instead of just killing the people. But then, Neneska basically said, you'd rather be dead as opposed to being a slave or being captured,
Yeah.
And I think, what was the one's name that, the lieutenant that I liked so much today? Yeah, well, she was the one that was thinking about just slashing her throat when she got captured. And then now we said, no. You were the one that said,
yeah.
Fight. Yeah.
Her.
So she had to kind of pump her up. But anyway, no, they had some, I love the ferocity of the warriors. The captain, the one that was real tall, kind of like the spiritual leader.
Yeah.
That never broke a rule. She was always obeying all the orders, And then she had to call Neneska to the carpet a couple times. Like, you're on Nawi about what she didn't do. Well, you didn't follow the plan either.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like you can see how they're so alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even thought she looked like her in the beginning. I was like, she kind of looks like Viola Davis. Interesting.
When did you put it together that she was the daughter?
I mean, the moment I saw the scar on the back, I was like, okay, this is leading somewhere. And then I was saying to the group, I was like, oh, she's a daughter. And then, 5 minutes later, it's revealed that someone's like, oh, she's the daughter. And I was like, no.
How many people were you watching with on this bootleg deal?
It was probably 15 of us.
All in the same room or like on the screen or what?
They had a projector. This house that we went to, this is the most modern house I've ever been in Costa Rica. And I was sitting next to my friend Peace Walker, and she turned to me and she was like, doesn't it feel like we're in the States right now? Because everybody in there was Black Americans, all women except one guy. And we're just in this house, and, you know, it's a concrete house, and then it has the drywall and the paint, and couple bedrooms all facing this pool. And then there's the little living room that had the couch, and the next to the living room, the kitchen, and then the projector screen was in front of the couch. And at a certain point in the movie, I turned to her and I said, Peace Walker, there's no bugs in here. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like, this is why it feels like we're in the United States. And then just to hear everybody from the States, and it's just, you know, there's all brands of Black people, but you kind of get familiar with the types, and there are specific types from America, and you're just hearing the way people are talking and the commentary, and it's like, what is happening? We're like in this portal, this time machine or something. Yeah, so we were all like, there were people on the couch, and then we were sitting at the base of the couch leaning against it, and then there was a couple stools, and so everyone was there. And the person who did it, she was like very like, she was like, we know this is bootleg movie night, and we stole to watch this movie, but we're gonna collect donations and give it to, you know, this organization in town that supports Black Costa Ricans, and to our like kids programming for sports and stuff. And I didn't know there's a movie theater in the city an hour away, and they said it comes out next week there. So they said, oh, we encourage everyone to also go see it there, and please write a review online to give the movie 5 stars or whatever to help it. We really want to support it however we can. So that was very thoughtful. I would have never even thought about that. I want to watch everything bootleg. Well, not actually bootleg, but still not paid for.
So how much did you guys donate then?
I didn't have a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they pass a hat around, or what did they do?
She said, well, we were late, and they actually waited to start the movie until we got there. And she said in the beginning, she turned on Kirk Franklin and passed this like basket around.
Oh, no.
And then when we got there, and then at the end, she was like, so everyone else has already given what they could. And I played my Jesus music earlier and passed this little bucket. So if y'all have anything, just put it here. Thanks so much. And they have popcorn, and people ordered pizza. And yeah, it was like a real movie night.
So on the bug thing, why doesn't that place have bugs and every place else does have bugs? What is it about the house that causes it not to have
Fully enclosed. Fully enclosed. They have windows with glass. They have sliding doors with glass. It's not just. I mean, you can well, no, you can't. I mean, you can see my windows. None of my windows have screens in this house. And then above the windows, there's a whole, like, ventilation thing, which is just some wood slats with, it's not even a screen. It's like, it's not a screen, it's bigger. Like, a screen would have holes that are like a 16th of an inch, but these holes are about half an inch. So, almost anything can get through. There's a spider right now, behind me, back by my altar, and it is the size of, it's about 5 inches across. The spider.
Spider no joke.
It's the biggest spider I've ever had in my house. Yeah, so that's why there's no bugs. Very modern design. Cool bugs.
What's a moon surface?
Oh yeah, well the moon goes through phases, like waxing, waning, new, and cool. And so a menstrual cycle is going to have some kind of relation to that, or at least energetically have a relation to that, in that we have 4 phases as well, and they go through the same like waxing week. And so a moon circle, this one's actually, the way she does it is called a red tint. And so it like takes us back to the indigenous ways where women would join together on the new and full moon, and that is where you learn, like of all ages within your village would gather together and like meditate and communicate and like take care of each other on those times. And usually many of the women would be synced with the moon and with each other. So like you would go bleed together, you would go and learn, like pass down all of the like wisdom of femininity and stuff in that setting. So that's the intention behind the circle. Obviously we do not do that. But a lot of people are learning about this, or remembering these ways and hosting these kinds of experiences. So yesterday, it's the new moon in Libra, and the new moon's actually today, but they had the ceremony yesterday, so we can do my birthday today. And there was singing, like vocal exercises and activation, and like connecting with your own voice while doing different meditations. And we had a potluck. Was getting smudged with the sage. My friend did a kava ceremony. Do you know what kava is? It's a root, not an herb, but it's popular in Hawaii and Fiji. It's not like a psychedelic, but it does have different healing effects. It's more of a grounding type medicine. You like sit with tea, and so she made that for us, and we had tea. There were people just like sharing, different things that came up during the different meditations that we did. It's all holding space for that, and exchanging just information and support. And then there was also the option to receive hape, which is also not a psychedelic, but is also a plant medicine. It's a mix of tobacco and this other root that she had called sunu, and it's something that like the practitioner blows into your nose, and the medicine like goes up into your pineal gland and also to your primal brain. It helps to decalcify and like break up stored tension and trauma. Actually, E-Man's what's her name? Mariana is the one who first exposed me to hape. When I was in LA, she had some for me. But anyway, that one is another one that, like I said, blasts a lot of the tension out, and helps with your brain and your intuition. So there's different forms of medicine. I've been to her moon circles many times, and one of them is when I made my buffalo drum in Santa Cruz. So every time it's a little bit different, but there's usually some mix of healing arts, maybe some plant medicine, tea, and meditations.
Hey, back to the movie, I want to ask you guys a question. After they go through the initiation, they passed the initiation, they had what they call a blood oath. How did you guys react to the blood oath?
I didn't understand what was happening. I think I'm going to say that was a bootleg issue. I saw that there was blood.
After they all passed, then they cut their arms, and they dripped the blood into that, like a bowl.
Yeah.
And then it looked like they offered the bowl to the gods, basically. I think that's what was going on.
Gotcha.
So that was the concept, but I'm asking about the idea that they did the blood oath, basically true sisterhood at that particular point.
Yeah.
And then now we have, of course, just immediately violated it by going to visit the other guy. She wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That is what happened after that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's cool. Like, blood offerings are really high energy. I practice the kind that don't involve killing anything.
That's nice of you.
Thanks.
What'd you say, man?
I said, that's nice of you.
But it's like, it's really, really high energy. Whenever you give something that's of high energy, like, that's a really beautiful, can be a beautiful offering, and also it's powerful magic that can also be used for terrible things.
So when you give blood to help people who are in the hospital, does that qualify for something that we do over here?
Yeah. That would
Oh,
count.
Mando loves to do that.
Yeah, no. I don't do
Um,
that counts. That counts.
Spend the money in her own to make their body feel better. So sometimes.
So it doesn't have the same. Because Kenya said blood was high. You said it was high energy. So
yeah, but like to give to your spirits,
Yeah.
to give to another person, that's still a gift, but it's not the same as like the magical process that happens when you're giving energy to your ancestors or to God or to your spiritual guides.
Okay. All right. Thought I'd just ask that because some people do it sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, the other stuff I'm doing for my birthday, to your way earlier question, is having a watch party for The Price is Right. Yeah, which will probably either be Thursday or Friday with my friends here.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, I can't tell you.
Oh, right. Well, obviously it went
Watch it on
well.
Wednesday. 10
I
o'clock
don't
here.
watch the episode.
Obviously it went well.
It's definitely very fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's about it. Just renting the car, exploring around, doing the dinner tonight, and doing the watch party later in the week.
Very nice.
What's up with all of you?
Just editing videos and hanging out today.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to Columbia.
You said what?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are frozen. What?
I said I'm going to Columbia in
Oh.
April.
Watch out, you might move there. You might
We'll
move.
see.
You might move there. I'm telling you.
What part of Columbia are you going to?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It is the in-person retreat from my doula training that I did last year. And they have been very sparse with the information. Very sparse.
Is this the one that we listened to? This is different.
No, this is a different teacher. Because that one we listened to, she was for, that was like pregnancy and postpartum herbalism. And this one was just my full spectrum, birth, loss, and postpartum doula. So it's an all-black training. She didn't say the location. But I do actually know where it is because she went there this fall. So if I went and logged into my thing and went back to see where that was, I could find out. But no, on the thing it just said, you can do the Columbia one. She has 2 all-black retreats next year and then 2 people of color retreats. So the all-black retreats are in California and in Colombia, and then the people of color retreats are in Mexico and California. So I went with Colombia because I keep hearing these great things, and it's way closer to me than California.
And how far is Columbia from Costa Rica?
I don't know how far. I think it's like a 2-hour flight.
You could take a bus.
I don't want to do
see the countryside.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder if E-Man, you'll be out there when I am. But I'm sure you won't know until about a week before.
Yeah.
Or the day of.
Yeah.
So I figured whenever I get my flight, I'll just get one that I can change. So if you end up being out there, we can spend a few days together.
Okay.
But I'm not going to.
You're not gonna do what?
I'm not going to.
By the way, do you have any information? I heard that National Hispanic Month is from September 15th to October the 15th, and they said like 5 countries: Costa Rica, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, all got their independence on the same day in 1821. Do you know anything about that?
It was the 15th.
Yeah, I know, but would Spain just decide to give up these areas that time, and why did they give it up at that particular moment?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, they said that there were also a couple of countries in South America that's also their Independence Day as well. So, just wondered what was going on that day.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Let me get my water now. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right.
What you up to today, Ted?
Right now I'm just talking to you guys and playing some Xbox. I'm about to edit videos. I'm about to go to the Ace Hotel. They have like a pool on the rooftop and they have free Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna just go edit videos.
Just walk in there and go to the roof.
Just go to the pool, sit down, and just edit videos. And there's normally interesting people up there, so talk to some passerbys.
Pretty warm up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my hangout spot. That's where I like to go edit my videos.
I hear your hot tub wasn't working last week.
Hot tub hasn't been working for like 3 months.
Oh.
And they closed the pool. So me and a friend here, we filmed a video of us hopping over the gate. And we put it on social media. And the security, they saw it because I guess the security follows us.
Wow.
So when I came into the lobby, he was like, "You're trouble. I see what you're doing." And I was like, "Open up the pool. It's clean in there." He's like, "You know what? It is clean in there. I'll open up the pool, but they put caution tape around the hot tub, so it works."
Is it COVID or what?
No, they're about to do. No, they claim that they're upgrading the pool, but they're not. It's just sitting there. So the act of rebellion worked. The pool is now open.
Robin Hood.
Yeah. I went up there yesterday and there was like 5 kids in there swimming. And I was like, yeah, look at that. Social media posts are changing the world.
Paris, what have you been up to?
Most days I kind of draw and report.
You draw in what?
Report.
You said you got a job in Portland?
No, I hang out in the courtyard.
Oh.
There you go. Spoke up more.
In the sun. And then we saw Uncle Mal twice. And then yesterday we went to movie theaters and I went for a walk with Dad. And then we saw the Rollins family at a funeral reception. Repass.
Who died?
Who died?
Rachel's boyfriend's dad.
Oh, sad.
45 years old.
Wow.
He was only 45. Yeah.
So young.
Yeah, he worked for PG&E. Apparently, he had a pretty bad back, so he normally would stretch his back out. I don't know exactly what kind of equipment he was using,
Oh
but
gosh.
apparently he fell off the thing that was stretching his back, and he hit his head. And when he hit his head, it didn't seem like it was a real big deal. But long story short, he eventually had a brain aneurysm.
Jeez.
That's like that.
Wow.
But yeah, it was very, very tragic. You know, him and his wife had 2 sets of twins, and then a 5th kid. So they had 5 boys all together. 4 of the 5 boys played football at Benicia, so I announced, you know, those guys when they were in high school. And then the 5th kid was a basketball player. So Rachel's boyfriend, when I saw him at the repass, I said, man, I've been calling your name for the last, you know, I call your name a lot, you and your brother, number 3 and number 5. He says, man, I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity. I heard you calling my name, you know, all those years that he was playing football. So, you know, I just gave him my condolences, but yeah, really nice family. Really nice family. And we met Isla. We met Rachel's daughter.
Adorable.
Yeah, great personality. Yeah, great personality.
I've just been chilling.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So you just been chilling.
Victoria Patchen is getting married today, as we speak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, happy birthday to her. Her birthday's on Wednesday.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. So Susan Nuss is there for the wedding. The Robins are getting on the plane today to go to the wedding.
Whoa.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
a little New Harbor action.
What have you been up to, Mom? How's school going? Terrible.
But I'm not going into work tomorrow,
Hey.
and but yeah, like now we're dealing with Google Sheets, and now you know our supervisor from last year quit, and then the director of student services just became our supervisor, but now she's got another job, so she'll be leaving at the end of this week.
What you excited about?
Ask Mom if she's unhappy about her leaving.
Dad, you already gave me the scoop on all that.
But ask her directly though.
Ask Mom, how do you feel about her leaving?
Do you see her face?
Yeah. So you're taking Wednesday off too?
No, Wednesday, because we had a staff meeting on Friday for an hour, so I'm going to take an hour off plus my lunch off on Wednesday. Because Wednesday is when I go to Barbara Simple, so I like to do that. So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
How many more days till you hear back from the retirement people?
well, that's when I take off tomorrow. I'm calling them. Calling a lot of people tomorrow. So, I'll be doing my own kind of work at home.
Okay.
In the daycare, it's rearranged my pottery garden.
Your pottery what?
The pot garden.
Oh. Okay. That's fun.
It was kind of nice, so very nice. I was sitting out there in the sun because I just came out there to get a few vegetables to put in with some chicken. I just sat there because the sun felt so good.
Mm-hmm.
And Karis came out. And the sun felt good to her too. Just had moving things around.
Now, sun was feeling good today too. It was a totally clear day. And I found out September, October is when the ocean is calmest, and sometimes it looks like water in a glass, not moving, tranquil, 0 waves. Can see all the fish, can see all the sand. It's so pretty.
So it's kind of like what we have our, what do we used to call it? Indian summer, or I don't know. I'm not sure what that name. Where to find that name? But September and October because we are nicest weather.
But yeah, So
and as much fog. So there hasn't been any rain or any that high humidity.
it's humid.
Yeah.
It's not super humid today though. When it's super humid, I don't have all these windows open. When it's super hot. But it's not super hot. It's very pleasant and comfortable today. It rained probably a couple of days ago.
I continue to work on the book about the Alina.
I like that book.
It's almost finished. It would have been nice if I had it finished today.
Oh, you're that close. Wow.
Oh yeah, because I'm on almost towards the. Yeah, I'm out of the first day. It only takes 3 days in this whole story, so I got some more mystery happening.
Ian, are those your roommate's plates?
Yep.
It must be Max. Is that his name?
No, that's Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Maxwell is the other guy.
Oh, Maxwell. Is that
Dad, what have you been up to?
Today?
Just in
Or
general.
yesterday?
In general.
Reporting to
Or
work
today.
reporting to work 5 days a week. Yesterday I went to the funeral for Brandon Lane and ran into a guy that his name is Willie Warren. I sold him his first house back in 1980, and that's when his wife was expecting. So I hadn't seen Willie since probably about 1988. It's been a long time. He says, Randolph, the last time I saw you, you had just joined the sheriff's department. So I hadn't seen him since 88 or 89. So that was great. He's actually related to the Lanes, Brandon. That was his first cousin. Willie actually did the benediction at the end of the service yesterday. So I didn't know it was him doing that, but when I saw him at the repass, reconnected. So that was great. I finished my panel for my 2022 Warriors. Completed that. Posted it in the garage. So the garage panels are completed. So I'm thinking about evicting the Oakland A's if the Warriors keep winning. I think the Oakland A's stuff will come down. Go with the Warriors. So I had that going on. Last week I was in Los Angeles. Emmanuel and I hung out. We went to USC football on Friday at the LA Memorial Coliseum. First time I'd ever been there. Emmanuel has been there about 300 times because he had different projects and whatnot to sell. That was my first time seeing it, so I really liked it. We had some Oaxacan Mexican food. Yeah, Oaxacan Mexican truck. That's where my dad and Bev used to go. They used to go to Oaxaca. And there's a really good friend named Pierre who lived in Oaxaca, Mexico. I never went, but I heard a lot about it. And that's where mole comes from. That's the mole capital of the world. You know, they are old school in terms of making mole. So we had some mole nachos, or at least I did. Well, that was cool, really good. And then Sunday we went to SoFi Stadium. Emmanuel saw that for the first time we watched it. So my week last week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, I went with a friend up to Quincy, California. Pedro de la Sol. He lived up there for about 5 years in his youth. So I had a chance to see Quincy, California for the first time.
Where is that?
Quincy is way up north, above Chico, above Oroville. A little small town, probably about 2,000 people live there. So he took me to where he went to school, where he used to live. Pedro's a real storyteller. So you think I talk a lot. I had about 15% of the conversation with Pedro. 1-5. Pedro's got 85% of the conversation locked up. And he's got energy, so he never wears down. So we saw Quincy. He told me a lot of stories about Quincy, and then the next day we dropped down into Chico. So I showed him where I went to school and took him to a few places. We hooked up with Larry and Pat. We had lunch. Larry bought us lunch at Madison Bear Garden, which is one of the watering holes for the students at Chico State. So yeah, had a good time. We did a little bit of travel. You know, we went to Arizona a few weeks ago. Went to Sedona and Grand Canyon and another place called Antelope Canyon. That was about 3 weeks ago. And we're going to San Diego, not this next week, but 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we're going to San Diego.
What's down there?
We're going to a marriage enrichment seminar.
Oh, right.
To deal with the stuff we talked about before, you know?
Yeah.
So that we can learn and show more warmth day to day. Yes. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, I took Willie Mae to a Rosie the Riveter event last week.
Oh, fun. How's she doing?
She was doing good.
They moved to Hercules. They live in Hercules now.
Yeah.
She'll be 98 in December.
Wow.
And
Still rolling.
I took Valerie to a retreat at Gina Groom's church Friday night and Saturday.
You took Valerie?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I spent the night on her couch up there.
How's her move going?
Huh?
How's her move going?
Oh, the movable. All her stuff has been in storage since mid-August, I think. And most of the trash is out of her house. All the trash is out of her house.
Okay.
Washed her stove, the refrigerator's gone, all the trash in that back bedroom. So I'm just gonna start bringing out these things to give away. And there's still stuff in the garage to go through, but the garage is mostly done.
Good. That's awesome.
Mostly done. And then I did get a key for the tuck shed in the yard. So that has to be done with.
Well, Gina comes on October 17th.
October 17th.
Yes. Staggered.
Wait, what? Why is she coming?
To live here for 3 months?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
She's been working towards this since like March.
So did she move out of her place?
No, she's gonna sublet it. But they want to move out next May. They're just not sure where. Yeah, she got her own room. So now her and Kevin have their own rooms. And she's subletting hers out while she's gone. She thought about subletting it to Karis.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my next.
Sublet and go to Columbia for a few months.
I want to go see JD.
Oh, Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be down to go to Thailand at some point.
Yeah, I told
But
JD. I told him I was gonna come out there soon. So.
Okay.
That'd be nice because Tyra and Jeff were supposed to have gone this month in September, but then Jeff's back went out.
But they what?
Jeff's back went out.
Oh, again? Jeez.
Not again, but I think when you were here. So I don't think he could do that plane ride and everything right now.
Oh, it's just still out?
No, but I mean he's still under doctor's care for, seeing the physical therapist and I think acupuncturist. And,
Sure. Yeah, that was pretty serious. Yeah, Tyra was saying she wants to come out here at some point. That would be cool. And your brother wants to come here too, Mark. I need to send him stuff, information.
she would like that. We're supposed to do something.
What?
Remember Randy and I coming in February?
I know.
I think February 10th.
That'll be fun too. I'm very excited.
I think 14th.
Huh?
We fly out on the 14th of February.
Okay, well, do you want to know what my prayer is? My prayer request?
Yes.
is that I'm able to move into my own house on February 15th.
Oh. You mean buy a house? Or your own house?
I would buy land and build my own house.
So you want to buy land and build a house by February 15th?
Exactly.
Oh, wow. That's great. Okay, I'll pray for that. I'll spread that around. And you have the land picked out yet?
Oh no. Money first.
Okay. Did you make the pizza oven yet?
No, he went back to wanting to do a full structure. But then his girlfriend got pregnant. And they just confirmed their pregnancy last week. And now she wants to expand their house. So they're trying to figure out which one to do first. And they just finished their house 2 weeks ago. Or a week ago. So he called me today to say happy birthday and to say, we're still kind of, it's like there's a lot of hormones going on. He wants to make our house bigger enough to have a baby. And I was like, yeah, I 100% understand that. I would be in the same boat if I was her. But, you got 9 months and then the baby doesn't really do anything for like another year. So, which is what he said. But I think she just kind of wants her nest together. So we'll see what the start date is. But every time I talk to him, he says, I'm at 100%. I'm at 100%. If it was just me, we start today. But, a couple things changed. I was like, I get it. Please don't be stressed. There's someone I met out here, and he knew, I actually don't know if he knew my friend before moving out here or if they met here, but my friend told him what I do, and we've been talking about me building something for him since, April. He's had a few different ideas. Yeah, I think this is the one that's going to happen. We'll just have to see if it's going to start in a few weeks or if it's going to start in a couple months. And then his friend is kind of similar. They had me design a 2-story, 3-bedroom house for them. But they're having a sponsor pay for the build. So the sponsor had a certain budget, and I designed something smaller, and he was like, I think you're going to need something bigger. So I designed something bigger, and he hasn't responded. It's been like a week and a half. So we'll see. We will see.
Right. So have you done any kind of building at all for anybody since you've been back?
No. I've just been getting settled, doing all those designs and research for them. And I thought both were going to happen, and then now they're both kind of stunted.
Yeah, well, that's something about a bird in hand and two with a bush. Tell them, let's do the pizza oven. Oh, you just gotta get started. Yeah, I need to get started on something. Let's do the pizza oven.
I just feel like there's a reason why I wasn't rushed into building instantly, and now it's time for me to just enjoy this time without doing so much physical labor and celebrate myself this week and have fun. And I have other work. I've been doing coaching work.
Okay, good.
And then I have a coach as well, so she's helping me, and an accountant too, and they're all helping me, figure out how best to grow my business so I can have some investors.
Oh, that's good.
So
I used your I made a video and I did a voice recording of your "It is safe for me to speak."
You did?
I did. So yesterday morning I was listening to them, and then at the conference at lunchtime I went to the front desk where you sign in and just ask for someone who was in charge here.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, I guess I am. I'm one of the people in charge because I'm the one who put this weekend together. And then I just told him about my hypersensitivity to sound, but my sister's a little hard of hearing, but still the music was much too loud for us, so that's why we're sitting outside of the church.
Mm-hmm.
But I just let her know also that the first night when we got there, you know, it didn't really start until 7, but it said 6, so we got there 6:10, and there was no chairs in the lobby except for a few that were taken by other people. And we were there, and they would let you into the auditorium. So I said, my sister can't stand out here and stand. I need a chair for her. I said this to someone who was guarding the auditorium doors, and she says, well, I can't move from here until my partner comes. I said, but my sister, this is a health issue. She's got to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have any chairs. I said, look, the sound room is open. Can't you just get one of those out of the sound room and bring it out here? And she didn't know what to do. Then we waited a couple of minutes, and then a man came out of the sanctuary, and I said, look, my sister's standing here. We need a chair. Can you get her a chair? And she says, well, she didn't go to the sanctuary. And the other girl says, can't she? Yeah, we're friends with what we were doing. So we went in there, but then they had this hard driving beat of, you know, just hard driving beat. I've never been in a church that has this hard driving beat. And so when we're sitting there for a little while, I says, I have to go to the restroom or something else. Thank God they didn't have a video or sound system in the bathroom. When I came back out, Gina was there. And I told Gina I just had to sit out in the lobby. And those chairs before were empty. So I told her about that. She said, yeah, we made note of that, and we told all the young people who were on the chairs on Saturday morning to leave. I said, well, I just planned that. I saw that the doors open they started at 9, but the doors opened to the auditorium at 9:30, so I wasn't putting my sister in that position again where we got to wait or fight to get a chair. And I says, and if you have something for seniors, it would be nice to put a sign that says these are for disabled people who have problems with standing. And put that there, or have another place where people need to wait. And then I said at lunchtime, all these women came pouring out of the auditorium, but in this line, there's people with walkers and canes, these women, elderly women with walkers and canes. And they were standing in line with everybody else. And I finally got up and went to the front of the line and asked the woman, is it okay for these women with canes and walkers to come up? They says, oh, just sit back there in that lobby area where you were sitting at, and we'll bring them food. Well, there's only 2 of those women. They're not going to bring them food until all these other women are fed. I said, that's not right. A lot of these people can't be sitting there just waiting for the food. They have medications to take. So I went back and got them all out of line and brought them up to the front and had them be served. There's a few who told me, no, I don't need it because, you know, it's good for me to walk with my walker in the stand. But others, and then they went right into the room to sit down and eat. And one of them, she was thanking me so much. She says, what to do, you know, because it was just hard for her to stand there waiting for the line to go forward to get the food. So I told that to the woman, and those notes she did take. And Gina told me later that this is a woman who, in 2020, so many women in the church had lost their husbands to COVID, and she started a ministry to widows. And so Gina said she's going to make sure that in future at any conference that people who are disabled are looked at. So I felt pretty good about that I spoke up.
Yay. Good job, Mom.
Good job. Getting it right.
It is safe for you.
And Emmanuel, haven't done any storytelling.
Oh yeah, he's your coach. So what are your principles of storytelling coaching?
Give me 2 minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Next, did you run down and get my phone?
Yeah, right, sure.
It's downstairs. The next party starts at 3. Hey, this is my phone. But it's a party at the park. You have to be there at 3. I gotta iron my dress if I decide to wear it. It's a little cooler today. Oh, I can't hear you.
I wasn't saying anything. I was typing.
Oh, you're moving your lips. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Go
was.
get my lunch, but then I'll come back if we still.
Yeah, Caleb's girlfriend, Tiana, wrote a book called Catching the Wave. And I bought it at Bookshop Benicia. Do you see it, Karis, by the computer? Catching the Wave? I just want to show you. It's a cute little story. But I bought one for Gina's grandbaby and one for Lennox. But it's a paperback book. But one of the nice pictures you'll be interested in because it's a book.
What's it about?
It's about her father and her aunt, their brother and sister. So, but they make them, as kids. But it's her sister, her aunt almost drowned at the beach. And
Wait,
almost,
let me send this message, Mom, and then you can
okay.
tell me. How was that? Okay, what were you saying, Mom?
I like this picture. This is her aunt almost drowning in the ocean. But it also shows like almost a fetal position being inside the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't know which way was up or down and, but her brother rescues her. So, but it's probably my first book about near drowning that I've ever seen for a kid.
So Tiana wrote this, and she's like disseminating it, sharing it with masses.
Yeah, and I don't know who printed it. I think, and I don't know who Eleanor Jones is, but she's a very good illustrator.
Yeah, those are really pretty, those.
The colors and everything is just really nice.
All the Way by Tiana Woolridge, author on Amazon. There's even someone selling a used copy.
What?
There's even someone selling a used copy on Amazon. That's really cool.
Well, this one's only $11.36.
Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, the used one is $11.15, which I don't understand.
Yeah, this one's more. Oh, look at Randy's getting ready.
Where's he going?
Lennox's party. He's got his Navajo.
Oh wow, that's nice. It's a nice hat.
And this is this is what a lot of the men wear to the weddings in Mexico.
Yeah.
And then I got the dress on.
Dress.
Iron that a
Huh?
So you all are going to the birthday party?
But we're taking separate cars because I'm gonna go visit my friend Jim. Jim Swide.
Yeah.
So I'm checking him out later on.
And this is his Navajo hat. His not Navajo hat, but he bought
Grand
it.
Canyon hat.
Yeah, right.
Grand Canyon. This is Colorado River, in between the Grand Canyon.
This has good colors.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's good colors.
yeah. So it's got a little bit of that going on. So, let's see where this party is today. It's in San Ramon. It'll be burning up over there.
At the new house?
No,
No,
it's
they
at a
have
park.
it at a park. I don't think I mentioned this park before. Okay, location update. I didn't change it. That's the Mosaic Park. I'm sure glad I looked at this.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
South Wentworth. Huh?
I'm sure.
Yeah. This must be that neighborhood now.
Yeah, Mosaic Park on Wedgewood Road, San Ramon.
Very fun.
Chapter of
Linux. Well, you can tell them all I said hello. And I'm going to continue my day off of Zoom. Thanks for the birthday hangout, Roland.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna get off of Zoom.
Okay. Yeah, I said yesterday was Victoria's birthday.
Yes.
She was with yeah, she was with Mal.
Oh, good.
Well, sister,
Alrighty.
we're so glad we caught up with you in year number 29. You're officially 29 years old now because it's past 4:40 in the morning. So you're officially 29 now.
Yeah.
Well, it's all good.
Although she's already talking about her 30th.
Oh yeah, I'll be in Africa.
Oh, you'd be in Africa. But
For your 30th birthday?
Yeah, I already told you that.
What country?
Well, on my birthday, I don't know which country I'll be in, but I'm gonna go to Senegal and probably Nigeria a little bit, and maybe Ghana.
Okay, what's that?
West Africa.
Yeah, West. It's time to go home.
I heard that.
It is time.
Good. That's good.
But you know, we found out from the Marcus's DNA test that we have blood from all over West Africa.
From who's
My brother.
Mark,
He
we
lives
went to see Jessica's baby. She showed us the ancestry. So Mali, Senegal, Nigeria, Congo, and he had like 1% from South Africa.
Yep.
So we're just African people.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So
Oh, I was gonna. I feel like because Eman and Karis weren't there for that. Yeah, so we looked at Uncle Marcus's DNA test, and it did say that he was 1% indigenous to America. So that story might actually be true.
on my father's side, there's on my father's side, on my mother's side, for sure, her father's mother was Jerry.
Her father's mother.
Laura Young, I think is her name. That's Jerry.
Oh. Yeah, so it showed for him 1%, and it was interesting looking at Jessica and Little Mark. Or maybe one of the other siblings was, maybe Haley had done hers too. But it just showed, like, you could see Marcus's and Jackie's, and then you saw all the kids had completely different percentages of everything, and not everybody even had the same places that their parents did. So I learned that by looking at it, that, you know, at each embryo kind of chooses what genes they want. So it's not just that everybody is the same makeup.
The expression.
Huh?
The expression of genes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kenyani. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah. We love you, Kenya, right?
Love you too.
Love
Yes,
you.
we do.
You said it's Lennox's birthday today?
Yeah.
Yes, she was born on Kenya's birthday.
Oh.
We are 25 years, 1 hour, and 25 minutes apart.
Wow. That's deep. Just figured it out. All right. Good job.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.